How's it going, my friends? I hope you're having a nice day. Today's video is about to be about the Espada. I know I made a video on the actual group itself a little bit ago, but this video is more so going to be an inverse video since I personally think the Espada are truly and absurdly misrepresented, be it bias, whatever it may be. But given that, I'm here to make this video clear some things up, so why don't I just dive right in? But if you do like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. I got a community page where I do be talking about what I be uploading, polls, whatever, all the good stuff, okay? Also got a Discord I be vibing in. Yo, we're just trying to be homies. But yeah, with that being said, let me start getting right into the power scale. Nearly minute intro. But so Yami is the strongest Espada. Yami is number 0. He is the strongest as well as the fastest Espada. So he fights Kenpachi as well as Byakuya. Byakuya speed blitzing and defeating Zomari. Zomari having the fastest Sonito, so by proxy of being able to fight Byakuya and not get blitzed and actually tag Byakuya on multiple occasions. Yami would be the fastest Espada. He's also the strongest Espada. Coming in second would be our boy Zomari. When it comes to other things, such as like who is number 3 and going onwards, it really does get murky. So I'll choose not to get into this. I can say that Stark is within the top 5. Ukiura should also be fairly high, as well as Bard. So by extension, Hollywood as well, but just getting that out the way. Now, let me talk about just the Espada rankings in general, since there is like a lot of contention, a lot of just strife when talking about this. So, the Espada are relative. They are all in the same tier. Let's just say arbitrarily they're in Continental. Every single Espada would be Continental. They are all relative. I do want to stress that, since for some reason it's this big meme being like, oh, you know, I'm the strongest Espada. I'm gonna solo every Espada at the same time. Like, we'll just blow it out of proportion. So let me just bring this up. If y'all do remember at the start of the arc, our boy Ichigo's getting beaten down by Yami. Then he's like, ugh, no, oh bro, that's white, ah! So Ukiura, in when this is happening, has internal monologue saying that Ichigo's power at its peak surpasses his. It's fluctuating, obviously. Ichigo is suppressing White and not wanting him to interfere. So at its highest point, White is stronger than Ukiura. Later on, Ichigo more holifies and he fights the Visors. During this, he basically gets folded by the Visors and loses to them, while the Visors just sit there and, relatively speaking, don't take any damage. The only ones that took damage are Lisa, the first one who came in. So obviously the one that happened, like the one that goes first, obviously doesn't have prior information, so obviously she about to get tagged, right? She about to get tagged. There's also Kensei. He gets tagged as well. He gets off guarded by just a mouth. We don't actually have a name for it. Like, it just looks like the soul chains, like the chain of fate, like how they eat themselves. It looks like one of those mouths, but besides that, don't got anything for it, right? So he does get hit by that. Love dodges an attack by Ichigo, and then he gets hit. So it's pretty apparent that Ichigo isn't even, neither can he tag them, nor can he actually get them normally. It's that they are obviously stronger than him, while also not trying to be lethal, since obviously Ichigo does have regen, but they can't go too far. They're about to mess up Ichigo. Kensei, the first thing he does, pops up, blows off Ichigo's arm. So given that this Ichigo is more holified, that would mean that, okay, I'm stronger than I was before when I was less holified as well as being suppressed. This means that Ichigo would be stronger than Ukiura, and at the time, the Visors are all combating him. Boom, they're in base. Oh, I got a mask. I put on the mask. Therefore, anybody that fights the Visors with masks are stronger than Ukiura. So, pretty easy. As well as Ukiura's statement saying that there are 3 above him. Boom. So, just by these 2 facets, Ukiura is the 4th Espada. Hollybo, Bargon, as well as Stark do rank above him. Above them would be Yami, being stated to be the strongest. So, then it's Noitor. So you get the picture that, okay, so the Espada are all ranked like I have said before, but to just say this and just say, okay, they're all ranked, therefore higher than you know, so I'm probably gonna win. That is a good way to look at it. Most of the time, they are going to win. There are some exceptions to this, of course. There are chances where, okay, I'm about to fight a higher number, but I'm not about to lose. Like, there are instances like that. Yami, for instance, is not strong enough to drop a Sarah on Stark, and Stark just gets one shot. That's not going to happen, which I do think a lot of people get caught up in that. A big discussion a lot of the times is either Zomari, Noitora, as well as Ukiura in relation to Hollow. So I will be focusing on these four as I do just descend. So for Ukiura, all the 4 to 0 are relative. While they are Hollybo 5 to 10 times stronger than Ukiura, he does have the Zero Oscurus to more so even it out. However, that would just be directly forgetting the fact that Ukiura made that statement at the start of the arc, and then Ichigo and subsequently White do get stronger, as well as the Visors. All of them do get stronger. So Hollybo is comfortably stronger than Ukiura, since the Visors were taking care of Ichigo while not being lethal to him. Well, when I say not lethal, I'm meaning not wanting to kill him. They're going at with the intention to not kill, is what I mean more so specifically, so y'all don't be out here misinterpreting, alright? That being said, 10 out of 10 times, or 8 to 9 out of 10 times, Hollybo will win in a fight against Ukiura. That just is how it is. There are different things Ukiura does have, obviously being regen. Pretty much it's, he got regen. Yeah, so, but besides that, he doesn't really have anything, so getting negged, alright? Then we have Noitora, our boy with the hardest alright? Which, you know, that is pretty good, but what people do forget is that Arrow itself, as a concept, it's armor on top of your defense. So let's just say I have a strength of 5. My hero then has a strength of 3, right? So if somebody attacks me with the strength of 8, it'll just even out, you know? I have the 3, even though it's weaker than what's coming out after, right? It's fine. It doesn't matter, since obviously I have more defense. It's just added on. To just give a way to visualize it, let's say we have Mike Tyson, our boy punches, but he has a glove on. All right, then we take the glove off, and then Mike Tyson punches again. Okay, and also just for the sake of an example, let's just say Mike Tyson is punching at a steel like needle, just a really long sharp steel needle. He's punching at full force. So Mike Tyson with the boxing glove obviously is going to take less damage, since there's obviously something there to cushion it to some extent. That's basically what Hero is. There is some arguments though that Noitora is absurdly fast, since he did perception with Ichigo. There are some contentions with that, maybe like he'll surprise other things, but that is fairly fast, and he did perception with Ichigo as well as now, so that is a thing. Noitora just might be really fast. And then the last one, it's our boy Zomari. People are like, oh, he affected Byakuya, therefore he can affect Yami and affect all the other Espada, but they also do forget that Byakuya not only is admonishing Zomari for like showing all he can do, like while Aizen's here, so he has a reason not to go all out, and he literally performs a better feat like later on in the fight to end the fight. He literally ends it with a regular sword, not even Monokai, to either show that he is getting stronger or that he was holding back the majority of the time. So Zomari being out here soloing the Espada, not really. Like, if y'all do remember Ichigo versus Ukiura when he did the Getsuga Tensho and it didn't even reach him, that's probably what's gonna happen, since they just did that with pure SP. So yeah, when I do say the Espada are relative, I would say that there's a pocket between about 5 and 0 where they all can have a fight. And once you get below that, it's more so that, okay, all of these guys will win. To what extent do they win as they go up? Which, you know, is pretty good. Zomari can tussle a little higher in his pay grade, but that's pretty much it. With that being said, I do hope you liked this video. This video did come out a little bit bigger than I was expecting, but I don't think that'll matter too much. I might make another video being about how close in power actually they are using another method, but yeah, for the future. Hope you enjoyed this video. With that being said, love you. Goodbye. Do watch the rest of my content, please.
the key to love is also loving yourself. Now, and love is a very complicated thing. Look at love like a game. Everything is a game. Look at love like a game. If, in order for your partner to respect you, you have to respect yourself. But in the same context, you also have to compromise for them. So it's a very complicated idea. I was disappointed because obviously no one will be able to compromise for me fully, because I would give my all and put my all into things, and I would just never be compensated for the love I would give. So, as far as compromise, for one, don't put your pride in the fucking relationship. The shit doesn't work. It makes the shit harder than it needs to be. It makes it complicated. It makes everything hard. Do not put your ego in a relationship. Do not be afraid to blow up your lover's phone. It's the ones that are annoying that love you. It's the ones that will sit there and blow you up for hours and check on you 24/7 and annoy the fuck out of you that care. It's okay to be annoying. Don't try and publicize, like I'd say publicize your love in the same context, like show people you're happy. But when you start showing people what you got going on in your personal life, that's when people feel the need to get involved, or people get in the middle and fuck everything up. Keep your relationship to yourself.